Committee reports, legislative update, Mrs. Shorter.
Thank you. I've just got one brief little update here. Thank you so much for providing this. There's a plethora of things that are going on right now. One of the key things, you guys can hear me. I've mentioned before about the changes at the Department of Education. So this year, the Department of Education has undergone a name change as a result of legislation. So it is the Department of Education and Workforce. The focus there being to create and align education that is a little bit more geared towards I think what would be needed in the workforce and have it reflect in our technical schools and vocational schools. But as a result, there were also changes to the State Board of Education. So the State Board of Education, as of right now, is in charge of licensure, a lot of their duties that were more of the policy making. Those types of duties have been taken from the State Board of Education. So now it's teacher licensure, and I think any type of I guess any kind of malfeasance or anything like that, they would handle disciplinary actions as well. Well, as a result of these changes, there has been a lawsuit that's been filed, and this lawsuit is it's basically challenging this law on the grounds of the constitutionality for the state of Ohio, because our charter does basically put forth that our State Board of Education will have the duties of deciding, really the structure of our schools. So I just wanted to mention that. I'll try to get some more information on that as things move forward. But possibly, if our wonderful attorney can add a little bit more, can shed some light on this lawsuit and the basis for it. So I know a lot of people have been concerned about it amongst ourselves, board members and superintendents and pretty much everyone that's following public education. But as far as whether or not this particular lawsuit has any serious merit, I think it possibly does. Whether or not it can succeed, I don't know. John, if you want to shed some light on that too.
No, I think you covered it. I saw the same article.
All right, okay. And that's it. That's my main little update.
Good. Thank you, Mrs. Shorter. Butler Tech. Well, Butler Tech had a meeting just this week. Gave a very extensive strategic plan, about 90 minutes long. I did not bring my notes, but from memory, I can highlight two areas worth mentioning. One is Project Life, which is a program at Butler Tech for students with disabilities. Do a number of different things there, teach small entrepreneurial skills, different things like that. That program is being replicated. Butler Tech is heading up the program to replicate that throughout the nation, and been in several different states, and in fact even Canada, developing that program for other career technical schools. And the second thing, I cannot remember off the top of my head, I apologize. Some pretty extensive things going on with Butler Tech, needless to say, doing some great work there. I know what it is. Sorry, thank you. Butler Tech continues to struggle to meet the needs of all the students across all the school districts, all 10 school districts, and what amounts to 12 schools, high schools, that feed Butler Tech. And they only were able to meet about 2/3 of the applications again this year. So to counter that, they've done some things like having senior-only programming, right? So they have a senior-only welding program that's held there at the campus, at the adult education campus. And then if they get through that senior-only program and want to continue, then they become an adult education student at Butler Tech. This is at the adult education campus on LaSwordsville, what used to be LaSwordsville, right? For Route 4. So, again, striving in any way they can to meet the needs of the community with ever-growing desire for career education, career technical education. Good things happening there. Student achievement, Mrs. Gunn.
Okay, I have two achievements I'd like to highlight tonight. The first is for the second straight year, the high school has 4 National Merit semifinalists. The National Merit semifinalists make up less than 1% of U.S. high school seniors, and we have Ian Feitz, Anthony Gerlich-Orr, Quentin Jarrett, and Owen Crawley. So that is a really big deal. Congratulations and well done to all of you. And then also 3 students from Crossroads Middle School competed by audition against other students in the tri-state area to earn positions in the Cincinnati Junior Youth Wind Ensemble. And they are Vivian Schaefer, who plays the flute, Sarah Otto, who does percussion, and Evelyn Gower, who plays the tuba. So congratulations to them as well.
Thank you, Mrs. Gundry. Mr. Clerk, Parks and Recreation.
Yes, more good stuff going on. One of the 2 biggest highlights I want to point out is if you have not been to Harbin Park lately, you need to go up there. They have the playground that's under construction. That is scheduled to be completed before December, so the kids, weather permitting, will be able to use the new playground area up on Harbin Park by December. So that's good. That's been a project we're all excited about. Farmers Market is still going on at Village Green every Wednesday from 4 to 7. At Village Green on the big screen, they're going to host the Bengals game on October 1st. So weather permitting or not permitting, and you want to dress warm, dress cool, whatever, you can watch the game on the big screen at Village Green on October 1st. And then in lieu of Dr. Rice, if you want to give some blood for the Michigan and Ohio State game, you can get put in a raffle to win some tickets and a gift card to go to that game. So give blood, and that is on between September 5th and September 30th. So still going on.
Great, thank you, Mr. Clerk.
You're welcome.
Mr. Smith, anything from the Planning Commission?
They did meet, but nothing relevant to the Board of Education.
Great, thank you.